Hello my darlings, today I have a new installment of anime-inspired hairstyles. These hairstyles range in intricacy from being easy for beginners to being a little bit more intricate for intermediate hairstyles. I have some highly requested hairstyles for this video, so I'm super excited. Before we get started, I have a really exciting announcement to share with you guys. I have been making my own jewelry and wearing them, and I'm finally at the place where I feel comfortable and excited to share that I am now selling these. So all of my pieces are handmade by me. I'm doing necklaces, bracelets, and also earrings, and all of my materials are made from real freshwater pearl, Czech crystal, rose quartz, and all of the findings are 18K plated gold. I have a small launch right now. If you guys want to see what's available, you guys can head to my Instagram and you can check out this post and find the instructions on how to purchase through there. So with that, let's get started with the most requested hairstyle that I've gotten in a very long time, and that is for Yor Forger from Spy Family. And luckily for us, there was actually a manga panel that reveals how Yor styles her hair. So first, taking a rat tail comb, I'm splitting my hair straight down the center in the back, and then taking a low pigtail, I'm going to twist this towards my face. And then once I twist it enough so that it has a little bit of tension, I'm going to twist it upwards, and I'm going to rest it against the top of my head. Then with honestly a shit ton of bobby pins, I'm pinning this securely in place so that it won't move. Then I'm going to pin this in place temporarily, and you can kind of see how the bend and dangle kind of works. The trick here is that you just need to twist it so that it goes in the right direction and it dangles over your face. Then I'm going to repeat this on the other side. Then to style, I'm using a white hairband like Yor wears, and I'm slipping this over and carefully removing the clips in the front holding my hair. Because this is a lot of hair to keep down with the headband, it was kind of poofing out at the sides, so I just took some decorative hair clips and I pinned my hair down in the front to keep it a little bit more flat. Then from the back, I'm using more bobby pins to secure it in place, and that's it for this hairstyle. You guys, I'm actually really surprised. It's the most nonsensical design in the world actually, and I was like, okay, there's no way that this is gonna work. But it actually does really work and it does stay, and I do think that it creates a very interesting, intricate, elegant design. Our next hairstyle is going to be based off Anya from Spy X Family. So first I'm separating a section of hair at the top and I'm tying this off into a small pigtail. Then I'm repeating on the other side for 2 small pigtails. Taking one of my pigtails, I'm twisting this away from my face all the way down. When you twist your hair, you increase the tension, and so it kind of wants to naturally collapse in on itself. So I'm allowing it to do that, and it's just folding up, and I'm positioning the hair so that it starts to twist in a small bundle at the top of my head, and I'm just continuing to twist while using my fingers to shape the loop in place. And I'm just continuing to twist and twist and twist until I make sort of a little weird wonky hair wobbly thing. But then from here, I'm taking the top of this twisted hairpiece and I'm folding it downwards onto itself, and then I'm bobby pinning it in place. And ta-da, it's a cute little hair bun. Then I'm going to repeat this on the other side. Then to accessorize, I'm just going to clip on these pearl bow hair clips, and that's it for this hairstyle. I wanted to recreate Anya's silhouette where she has these sort of like wide cone-shaped hair horns on the top of her head. I feel like this is a really cute and different way to make hair buns. This is one of the most highly requested hairstyles that I've ever gotten, and that is for Jolyne Cujoh from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. First, I'm starting by sectioning my hair straight down the center, and then on each side, I'm creating 2 small half updo pigtails. Then I'm tying these off with elastics. Then with the rest of my hair, I'm tying off 2 high pigtails. So in total, after all of this sectioning, you have 2 small high pigtails and 2 high ponytails. So to make this hairstyle work, I used these foam bun shapers. It has a slit in the center, which I'm gonna pass my hair through all the way to the bottom, and then I'm going to twist up and roll my hair all the way up to the top of my head while spreading out the hair to cover the entire foam piece. Then once I get to the top, because it has wire in the center, I'm shaping it into a donut so that it holds its place. Then with my ponytail, I'm braiding this off into a regular 3-strand braid and tying this off with an elastic. Then with my 3-strand braid, I'm folding this upwards and hanging it downwards over the bun. And I'm temporarily securing this in place while I repeat this entire process on the other side of my head. Then once I have 2 of my braids dangling over my buns and down the back of my head, from the back I'm tying these 2 together in the center. Then I'm removing my 2 elastics holding my 2 separate braids and untying those braids. Then I'm braiding that entire section of hair into a 3-strand braid and tying it off with an elastic, but leaving it as a little loop at the end. Then to accessorize, I'm clipping on my favorite floral hair clips just to give it a little bit of my own personal flair. And that's it for this hairstyle. Okay, so I actually did have to do this multiple times because it was a little bit tricky to figure out, but once you get the hang of it, it's actually pretty easy to do. And I think that this is a really incredible hairstyle, especially, you know, because my roots are kind of long at this point. I'm definitely due for a touch-up. This is a really creative way to wear double buns, but to cover your roots in the back at the same time. Oh man. Okay, so speaking of ridiculous hairstyles from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, now we have Giorno Giovanna. The bread rolls, the mullet, the braid, yeah, it's a lot, but it did surprisingly translate well into real life. So first I'm going to move my middle part over by about an inch. Then taking that inch section of hair, I'm starting to twirl it around 2 of my fingers from the bottom and twirling it all the way upwards. Then I'm taking 2 bobby pins to secure this in place, and it creates a little loopy. Then taking my rat tail comb, I'm taking another section of hair right below that, and then again I'm starting to twist around 2 fingers all the way up to the top of my head, and I'm making sure that the loop faces upwards so that I can pin through this little tunnel with 2 bobby pins. And then I'm going to repeat this one last time for my 3rd and final loop. And honestly, you guys, with a little bit of hairspray, this stays in place. I think this would make a really fun, intricate hairstyle with some wavy or curly hair. But to complete this fully inspired hairstyle, I'm going to take all of my hair to the side, and then I'm going to braid this off into a 3-strand braid. Then with my elastic, I'm going to loop the hair in the center and tie that off with an elastic. To cover the elastic, I'm just clipping over on top with a pearl bow hair clip. And that's it for this hairstyle. Honestly, you guys, I was really shook because I was like, there's no way in hell this is gonna work. But surprisingly, it did. And I really like how it looks with this asymmetrical version that I did. For our next hairstyle, I finally got into Darling in the Franxx. So I'm going to be recreating this adorable wedding updo. So first I'm sectioning off the top half of my hair, and I'm clipping this up and away out of my face. Then with the rest of my hair, I'm creating a low ponytail. Then again, I'm using my foam bun maker in a larger size, and I'm slipping this through the end of my hair, and I'm rolling upwards until I reach the top of my head. Then I'm going to bend this in shape to make a little donut, and with this, instead of letting it hang like a donut, I'm actually flipping it up towards my head, and I'm pinning the sides down so that it's sort of like a half donut instead, if that makes sense. I'm letting down the top of my hair, splitting this in half, and then with each side, I'm twisting it lightly away from my face. Once I've twisted all the way to the bottom, I'm wrapping it from below and then over my bun. And then I'm tucking the ends underneath my bun and securing it in place with a bobby pin. Then I'm going to repeat this on the other side. To accessorize, you guys know that these are my favorite hair clips right now, so I can't pass up the perfect opportunity to place these. And then I'm accessorizing with my favorite hairpiece at the moment, which is this adorable pearl flower crown. And that's it for this hairstyle. I really love how this hairstyle turned out, especially with the bun, because I think it's a very interesting and different bun than I'm usually making. For our last hairstyle, it's just going to be something very easy, and this is going to be inspired by Ichigo from Darling in the Franxx. I was inspired by this wig actually, where her part has this like zigzag at the top, and I felt like it was really cute. So it's actually really easy to do this. First, I'm moving over my middle part 1 inch to the side to have a side part. Then using my rat tail comb, I'm going to start doing zigzags. I'm basically picking up sections with my rat tail comb and crossing them over each other so that I create a zigzag pattern. And luckily, with my overgrown roots, it's actually easier to see this process. To keep things in place, I'm taking a piece of my hair and pinning it behind my ear under my hair. And then to accessorize, I'm using this floral hairpin. And that's it for this hairstyle. I think this is a fun little detail to add a little bit of intricacy to any hairstyle. As usual, thank you guys so much for participating when I open up questions and suggestions on Instagram, because all of these suggestions come from you guys. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys again next week.